That's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
Yeah, named Gail.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't part.
7 months ago. We made sure, I already knew, that Diddy and Oprah is about to get arrested.
How about hashtag we all you?
Say what now? Not 50 Cent jumping in like a real-life hero to shield Taraji P. Henson after Oprah Winfrey allegedly tried to destroy her career. Word on the curb is that Taraji ran straight to 50 for protection after turning down Oprah's supposed invitation to join her secret elite circle. And apparently, that was a real reason Oprah played her dirty on The Color Purple, paying her scraps, overworking her, and leaving her in tears during every interview. Just like Taraji, 50 used to vibe with Oprah heavy, until he found out Saint Oprah might be hiding a little darkness behind that halo. Word is, Oprah even tried to get him blackballed too, the same way she allegedly did Taraji. But if there's one thing about 50 Cent, he's not the one to fold. This is the same man who stood with Monique when she exposed Oprah and Tyler Perry for blacklisting her. And now, he's doing the same for Taraji, loud, unapologetic, and fearless. Their whole fallout actually goes back to 2023 during the Color Purple press tour. Everyone thought Taraji was pulling up to promote the movie, but sis had other plans. She came locked and loaded with receipts. She put Oprah on blast right in front of the cameras, calling her out for
Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. I almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other. God is very clever. He put us on this earth and he made us all look different. He made it complicated. We need to figure it out. And we can, and we are. You have to look at the glass as half full. It's always half.
Paying her and revealing that she hasn't seen a raise since Proud Mary, and that was back in 2017. Can you believe that? A whole Taraji P. Henson, still fighting to get what she's worth in 2023. She even said she almost walked away from the movie after Oprah refused to bump her pay, even when she tried to negotiate respectfully. That's when fans realized this wasn't just a money issue.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. Hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep enough is enough.
This was personal. Later on, Taraji sat down for another tell-all, this time with Oprah's ride-or-die bestie and rumored longtime lover, Gayle King, and that's when things took a darker turn. Taraji got real about how working with Oprah broke her spirit so badly, she actually considered walking away from acting for good. You could feel every bit of that pain. This wasn't just another Hollywood sob story. This was a woman genuinely reaching her breaking point. But while Taraji was bearing her soul, Gayle wasn't showing an ounce of compassion. Instead, she slipped into full damage control mode. She kept cutting Taraji off, trying to twist her words and make her second-guess her own experience. Classic gaslighting. And let's be honest, Gayle wasn't about to let her best friend's image crumble.
It's my grandmother's home. I came out like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, May 24th. She was bent over, actually planting flowers in the garden, and I walked over here to sit in the actual vehicle that my friend was waiting for me in, and the car pulled up on the side of us. The guy got out the passenger seat of that car, came around behind it, and through the actual car.
What does it feel like to be is it a physical feeling?
It doesn't hurt as much as people imagine it hurts because of your adrenaline and how the shock of what's actually going on. It hurts after.
Did you feel the first one or the ninth one?
I don't even know. I didn't know my legs were broke.
Really?
When I tried to get out the car at the hospital, both of my legs were broke. Like I broken 3 places on this side and then
Where were you?
and my hands, my legs several times, like 5 times in my hands and then in my legs and then in my face. Yeah, so when going through that experience, when you get hurt that bad, either your fear consumes you or you become a bit insensitive. So just after...
Which one was it for you?
There was a point that I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yeah, following that, actually being, it was like I was afraid because everybody involved in the situation was still physically available to
Do again.
the part too.
Yes.
Yeah, to just do it again. And then it was like, I got tired of, in the recovery process, I got tired of being afraid. And then the only way that I could, like, to cover those emotions were to be a little more aggressive.
And insensitive.
Yeah, and to be angry about the situation opposed to dealing with how I was actually feeling at that point. And
How were you actually feeling?
the physical part hurt and there was confusion because...
Because you hurt afterward. You don't hurt for the immediate.
Yeah, after you know you're gonna be fine, it really starts hurting. You know what I mean? Like, the doctor telling you you're good, then it's just really bones aching. Like you got a headache in your hip, in your body, and then it's like, I know I'm gonna be fine, but it hurts so bad.
Did you ever find out who did it?
Yeah, I know who did it shortly after.
Yeah. And they are now where?
Oh, the guy who actually is dead. The guy who paid him got life.
Got life in jail. Favorite meal for him?
When he was growing up, his favorite food was pork and beans and Franks.
Really? You still like them?
Yeah, it was the fastest.
On her own show. She was clearly running defense for Oprah, trying to rewrite the story right in front of our eyes. It was cold, calculated, and everyone watching could see exactly whose side she was protecting. While all that chaos was exploding online, 50 Cent stepped in like Hollywood's unexpected bodyguard. He reposted a screenshot of an article on his Instagram, making it clear he was ready to team up with Taraji. His caption said it all. They dropped the ball. FM Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it. And let's be honest, that wasn't just a show of support. That was a clean, calculated shot aimed right at Oprah. It was 50's way of saying, yo, Taraji, if Oprah want to play games, come over here where the check's actually clear. That's the thing about 50. He's petty, he's bold, and his timing is flawless. Throwing shade is his second language, and this move was classic him, especially considering this wasn't his first run-in with Oprah. Their tension goes way back, and has never been shy about reminding people. Early in his career, when 50 was trying to rebrand himself from gangster rapper to global mogul, he sat down with Oprah for a heartfelt interview. He opened up about surviving the streets, about his near-death experience, and even brought his grandmother along to show the world his...
About, I was there for a crash for the movie. Yeah. And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music. Right. She was able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal. And when I saw the final show, her comments were in there. It was in there, but yours wasn't in there. Mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it. Wow. Like it was just quiet.
Off the side. He even took Oprah back to his childhood home, hoping it'd spark some mutual respect. But instead of bridging the gap, that interview planted the seeds for a feud that would come back years later, bigger, louder, and messier. See, for 50 Cent, that Oprah interview wasn't just some PR stunt. It actually meant something. He brought his grandma along because she was a die-hard Oprah fan, and he wanted to give her a moment she'd never forget. But even with all that genuine effort, tension was brewing behind the scenes. When 50's team first pitched the interview, Oprah reportedly told them flat out that she wasn't interested. That's when it clicked for him. Oprah didn't just have an issue with him. She had a problem with hip-hop itself. According to 50, Oprah has always looked down on the culture that raised him. He even called her an Oreo, black on the outside, white on the inside, saying she caters to older white women while pretending to represent everyone. His words were sharp and unapologetic. She was against everything that was in my music, so she ain't never gonna have me on that show. I just said, if we can't be friends, then let's be enemies. That's the raw, unfiltered 50 Cent we all know. He'll say what everyone else is scared to. And in typical 50 fashion, he didn't just talk, he trolled. He went and named his dog Oprah and his cat Gail. Yes, seriously, that's Oprah, named after the Oprah. And the cat's name is Gail. You can't make this up. Pure comedy, pure chaos, pure 50. But the smoke didn't end there. Around that same time, Ludacris had his own issue with Oprah after appearing on her show to promote his movie Crash. Instead of discussing the film, Oprah grilled him about using the N-word in his music, completely dodging the reason he was even there. To make things worse, she allegedly edited out parts of his responses to make him look ignorant on national TV. Ludacris played it cool during the interview to stay professional, but once he got off her stage, he snapped. He called Oprah out publicly for trying to humiliate him, and fans rallied behind him instantly. And then there was Dave Chappelle, the man who literally walked away from $50 million and jetted off to Africa just to keep his sanity intact. When he sat down with Oprah to explain why he turned down that Comedy Central deal, he opened up about the dark, manipulative energy behind it. But instead of listening, Oprah kept interrupting him, trying to twist the narrative. Would you say you were paranoid? She asked. Dave shot back. What's a black man without paranoia? You tell the world I turned down $50 million. That makes me a mock man. That line alone said it all. He wasn't paranoid. He was protecting himself. But Oprah didn't stop there. She kept pushing, trying to make it sound like he was unstable instead of seeing the bigger picture. And that right there's the same pattern Taraji found herself trapped in, because once you go up against Oprah, it's never a fair fight. Monique learned that the hard way when she accused Oprah and Tyler Perry of blackballing her from Hollywood. And Monique didn't whisper it. She said it loud. No, I wasn't blackballed. I was whiteballed by some black people with no balls. She even thanked Lee Daniels and Oprah by name, then closed with, "Y'all can suck my, if I had one." That was one of the boldest MIC drops Hollywood ever seen. While people were calling Monique Bitter crazy, guess who stepped up? 50 Cent. He posted a photo on Instagram and wrote, "All in favor of Monique being back on top. Say, make it happen 50. Stop effing around." Then during Super Bowl weekend, he shouted her out again, saying her stand-up had him hypnotized. And just when everyone thought it was talk, he took action, calling on Oprah and Tyler Perry to apologize publicly. This has gone on too long. Now's the time to apologize because I'm about to bring her back. Green light gang, I don't miss. And just like that, he cast her in BMF Season 2, and she killed it. Now when it comes to Taraji, the mystery's even murkier. No one really knows why Oprah allegedly turned her back on her, but the rumors online are wild. Some claim Oprah tried to pull Taraji into certain Hollywood circles she wanted nothing to do with, allegedly tied to a secret lesbian cult involving Oprah and Gail. Now, of course, none of this is confirmed, so take it with a mountain of salt. But the internet's been buzzing. One user wrote, "Imagine looking up to someone for years, only to find out they're a total fraud. Taraji's heart must be broken." Another said, 50 Cent isn't damaging Oprah. Oprah is damaging Oprah. But now it's your turn. Do you think Oprah really tried to drag Taraji into some Hollywood mess? And is that why she allegedly blackballed her? Drop your thought below, because I got a feeling this story's just scratching the surface. And before you go, click here to catch the next Mesa breakdown. Because trust me, this tea is getting hotter by the minute.